Welcome to Dude RV. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. And of course, say it with me, you got here just in time. That's right. It's Friday, and it's time for another pop-up edition of Friday's Finds. In case you don't know, what that means is we're going to do a single product video that'll be released on Friday. And I want this to be a single product video more because of the product than anything else, because of what it does. I live full-time in a 34-foot Super C Thor motor coach, Thor magnitude. We have two air conditioners, the two 13.5s, which are not quite big enough, and at some point next summer we're going to upgrade one of those. But meanwhile, I've gone in and I've reworked the plenum. I've made them way more energy efficient. They cool better, and they actually clean the air better. Now this filter is about 2 weeks old, maybe 2 weeks. Now we live with two dogs, two rat terriers. We're building a barn dough, living out in the country, and there's just dust everywhere. Everywhere there's dust, and I just happen to be allergic to mountain cedar and dogs. And it's winter, and mountain cedar's off the chart right now. Mountain cedar pollen, it's a juniper species, makes everybody sick, and you can hear it in my voice right now. It's affecting me. So having cleaner air is real important to me. My whole life I've been very aware of what is in the air. I know it rhymes, but that's I watch the pollen counts. I'm aware. I'm very sensitive to perfumes. So my whole life I've been keyed in on clean air. And there's some very cool ways, some very interesting technological ways to clean the air. And one of those is by using ions. Ions, negative ions. So when you go to like Niagara Falls and you get that kind of that euphoric feeling, it's because when the water's going over the falls, it's being separated and lots of negative ions are being generated. When you go to the beach, same thing. The waves are causing negative ions to be released from the water. Pine trees do the same thing. As the air flows across the tip of the needle, the pine needle, it generates a small negative ion charge. Now what that does is in our environment, inside, if you inject a bunch of negative ions into the atmosphere, they're a free agent, and they're looking for something to bind to. Opposites attract, so it's looking for a positive charged particle. And majority of the time, small particulates that are suspended in the atmosphere tend to have a positive charge. So you inject a bunch of negative ions in there, and that binds and causes these microparticles to start clumping together and getting larger, and eventually you can capture those submicroscopic particles that are just floating through the air. Okay, with all that geek stuff being said, we need cleaner air in the RV. And a company reached out to me and said, hey, we specialize in clean air on boats, and we've just launched a new product for the RV industry. Are you interested? You know I am. So let's take a look at what AIRLOCK has sent us. You see I got a whole bunch of Friday's Finds going on over there. Y'all don't look. And you'll have to pardon the background noise. They're building my building, and eventually, soon we will be out of the RV, and I'll have a better way, I'll have a studio. All right, so AIRLOCK, when I first received this, I thought maybe I had the wrong thing, but after some consultation with them, they said, oh, no, this is, you got the right thing. There's actually two of them, because we have two units, two air conditioning units, one in front, one in back, It is. It's really quite simple. A steel bar. We have this device. We're going to connect that to the fan circuit so that when the AC unit kicks on, it energizes this little box, and that is where our ionic discharge occurs. So we have two metal bars to stick this to. So I'm gonna pop the covers off of AC units and figure out where to put it in mine. And if you've not seen the video that I did on the reworking of that plenum, I encourage you to go research or go watch that video, because it was like adding a third air conditioner. It made it work so much better. So let me pop the covers off and I gotta go to work. Here's what the inside of my roof AC looks like now. And you'll notice I've built a plenum to direct the air from the blower up there. It blows in directly into my duct system, whereas before it hit this box and was supposed to just kind of find its own way. Now it all flows straight into there. I'll be putting the AIRLOCK system somewhere right here on the intake side. Let me open that and see what we got. I got it all sorted out. And everything taken apart. And inside this little label it shows that our fan control, the low speed is red. So we need to go find that red wire and a neutral, a white. Although on the unit, wait a minute, let's go up on the roof. I've determined that the best location is going to be, and while I had this open, I went ahead and cleaned all the dust off of this because it was really bad. But I'm going to put that unit right there. We'll put that right there like that, in the middle of the airstream. And then we are connected to the neutral and the red fan wire. So that wire goes to that fan. Okay. Now we're going to turn on low speed. And we have a blue light. So we are working. Now I just got to button it all back up. So let me close it all back up, and I'll meet you downstairs. We know it's working. We have blue light. I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination, but it seems like it smells a little fresher in here. I don't know. We're gonna let this work for a couple days, and then I'll check back in. We need to get Yappy in on this, and she's not currently here. I'll be seeing her later in the week. We will revisit AIRLOCK. It's been a full week since I installed the AIRLOCK system on our Thor Magnitude Super C, and I'm very pleased with it. I typically wake up at least once in the middle of the night to clear my head and spray my nose so that I can breathe through my CPAP machine. I haven't had to do that. I've been sleeping all night. I haven't been waking up in the middle of the night, which is incredible because it's that I rarely, if ever, have slept through the night. So I think we're seeing a definite benefit there. We've been dealing with a kudzu bug invasion. If you're not familiar with that, they're like stink bugs. They're an invasive species. And right now, they're trying to get in the RV where it's warm. Care for, because they smell really bad. And it's just a pervasive smell. And it seems that this past week, I haven't noticed the smell as much. Of course, I've got some other stuff I'm doing to deter the bugs. But overall, I've been very pleased with how the AIRLOCK system is performing. I think it's a good investment. It's a simple install. Couple of wire connectors, and You're good. You just have to be, don't be afraid to open the air conditioning cabinet. Just make sure you get it resealed when you put it back together. Tell me in the comments down below, do you use some type of air cleaning system in your RV? Is that something that you're concerned about? It's a lifelong issue for us. I'm just wondering, are we alone, or is there other people out there that struggle with air quality in the RV? So I am an affiliate with AIRLOCK, and I do earn a little revenue that supports the channel if you click the link, and I'm going to give you a link in the description below and in the card above. Click that affiliate link and order your AIRLOCK, and you will actually support the channel. Your business is most appreciated. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Hit the howdy button. If you didn't like the video, hit the down button twice. If you've not already, I'd be most honored if you'd consider clicking on the subscribe button. And if you've already been following along, I know your time is valuable. Thank you so much. I appreciate you spending some with me. And for our patrons, your generosity is most appreciated. You guys rock. All right, y'all come back now, you hear?